This is Johnny Bluestar. I assist Dr. Rodier as he hosts the Integrative Hermetic Health Show. In the beginning of the episode, Dr. Rodier and I discuss how to react to the strange velocity of political and social change as the stock market craters and the immensity of the novel coronavirus and its public reaction leads to restrictions of movement, National Guard on the street in many states, panic buying in grocery stores, and deadly consequences for many in its crosshairs. We're back again on the Integrative Hermetic Health Show with Dr. Rodier, who is basically trying to really present to the public through our show and his own efforts that the government is not really doing what it should in order to really help people prevent themselves from getting this virus. Perhaps you'd like to talk about a little bit about the nutritional side to it.
Oh, sure. What a wonderful opportunity this is to educate people about the immune system. And two Nobel Prize winning principles that we've mentioned here and there before on the show. One, 1908, when Mednikov discovered that 2/3 of our immune system is the bacteria that lives in our gut. Of course, it totally depends on the food we eat, the bacteria therein. So, in other words, you'll have a better immune system if you eat your veggies, lots of fiber, and avoid sugar. In fact, that's the other Nobel Prize winning research I want to highlight. 1931, Warburg won the Nobel Prize for showing that refined sugars upset the immune system, and specifically, he said, we then get more cancers, which is an immune system issue. And so, look, all these scared to death people out there still loading up, taking their grocery carts at home with nothing but sugar, packed, boxed sugar. And so why don't we make it well known to people that this is going to lower your chances of doing well if you eat that way? Yeah, I get it. You can't stock up on too many fresh veggies, but at least eat them the first week, or even frozen veggies instead of boxed sugar, cereals, macaroni and cheese, and all the things that are, sure, not perishable. But there are a lot of non-perishable, perishable, healthier choices that are lower in sugar. So, in my view, we could be taking advantage of this panicky people to teach very basic principles. And what a great motivation it would be to say to you, the more Twinkies you eat, the more nails in your coffin, type of thing.
Wow.
So that's a dramatic way of saying it, but as Francis Bacon says, truth sometimes is more palatable if you lace it with a few lies for poetry for dramatic effect. So, yeah, I have a dramatic streak, so pardon me. Again, there are a lot of things we could be doing. The other thing we could be doing is telling people about a handful of supplements that they could be taking. Look, I'm not going to say we can cure the virus.
Okay.
Surely, taking a few things that have been well shown to strengthen your immune system, protect your lungs, what's the harm? So there are a lot of things, but the ones that have the most evidence are elderberry, quercetin. Elderberry is an herb. Quercetin is a phenol from veggies. Vitamin C, vitamin D, B1, vitamin B1, thiamine. Hey, what would be the harm in taking those things? Again, I'm not saying you can cure people, but I think you increase your chances of a better outcome.
Well, join us as we discuss the way to look at the coronavirus, the government reaction, which involves all kinds of restrictions on our basic freedom of movement, including closeness to most people we would probably interact with, the presence of National Guard on our streets, doing ordinary business, and often our ability to buy needed groceries and other supermarket goods.